Hi everyone! When I started exploring the Tea Mountains back in 2010, I had no car, I had to rely on the bus, and my Chinese was quite poor. I had only been learning for 6 months, so I encountered a lot of difficulties. You couldn't say it was a pretty difficult way to travel and get to learn about tea. But thanks to my experience over the years, I managed to overcome these challenges. Now, what if you were in my place? Well, here we have a new service on Farmer Leaf, and it's the tea tours. And this is a private tea tour from 1 to 3 people. So we've looked for a good guide that will take you around in the Tea Mountains in Xishuangbanna. And we have found Pu-erh, who's been a professional guide for about 15 years, and who is a local from Xishuangbanna. So unlike a guide from Kunming, he will have a lots of contacts in all of the villages that you want to travel to. And so the basic loop is you start from Jinghong, then you go to Nano Mountain, then you go to the southern area of Monghai, so that goes down to Bulangshan. Then you go to Jingmai, you go to Simao, where I'm talking here, and finally you end back in Jinghong. So that's a loop, okay? And during that loop you'll have the opportunity to meet us. Like, even if you're an experienced traveler, and I would say even if you speak Chinese, it can be pretty hard to just go to the Tea Mountains, first to find a car, then go to the right places and know the right people. In this tour you will get the opportunity to meet the farmers we work with. If you want to meet Tafa in Nanoshan or Aixiangnan in Laoman, if they are available, it will be possible. And you will meet us towards the end of the trip, either in Jingmai or in Simao. So now I will let Pu-erh, the guide who will guide you, introduce the trip.
So my name is Pu-erh. I will bring you to the famous like the Tea Mountain. So I will become your guide and driving during the tour. This tour is last like the 5 days and 4 nights. It's especially bring you come to like the famous like the Pu-erh tea mountain. So you can really meet a local tea farmer and to know like the tea culture, tea history, and the tea plantation, and also to touch and to see really the tea investment. We want to only make like the special, only can offer like the from 1 to 3 people to give you good like the experience, and hope you have enough time to learn, to study, to know about like the Pu-erh tea. We will like the driving, and you will take like we will take on like our car, and can be relaxable and stop at village and drinking tea with like the different village and the different minority and the different mountain. So we try and in one day can have a chance and meet and taste tea at different tea mountain. So this tour is make a route. So we start from the Jinghong city and come to the Monghai, like Nang No Sang, and to the He Kai, Lao Ban Zhang, Lao Man Meng Noi, and come back to the Jingmai Sang, and after come to like the Pu-erh, and finally back to the Jinghong city again. So it's a route, the tour. The day 1, we are from Jinghong and the departure, and from the Jinghong and come to visit like the Monghai Pu-erh tea factory area, and visit like the huge and tea Pu-erh tea factory, and to see like the how they just packing tea or the making tea. And after that we will come to have a lunch special like the local restaurant. And after that we will come to visit like the Tea Mountain and relaxed and go for walk in the Tea Mountain, and spend of night in the tea mountain Nang Nu Sang. And so during like the Nang Nu Sang, we can see like the local tea farmer, they are processing the tea, and we can visit like the tea mountain nearby the village, and we can see the local tea farmer, how are they and processing the tea. And we also can have a chance to ask them the question, how are they management the tea plantation. The day 2, and in the morning we can also looking for like the different tea plantation. And for the lunch we will driving to the Meng Hai and the Meng Huan local market, and we will have like the local food, and especially like the barbecue in the Meng Huan. And after lunch we will driving to the few like the tea mountain, example like Lao Ban Zhang, He Kai, Lao Man-erh, and stop at village and drinking tea with like the local tea farmer. And you can have a chance to ask them, and also see tea mountain in that few village too. So we will spend overnight in the Meng Noi, and so during the night we will have a chance and talking and discover the Pu-erh tea with like the Meng Noi Hani people. On Thursdays we will from the Meng Noi and driving different way and pass like the different tea plantation. So we will pass like the we call like the terrace Pu-erh tea, and ancient tea plantation, and the bush tea. So like different types of tea mountain we will pass. So we can have a chance and stop and introduce and to learn like the different tea plantation, how it look like. And finally we will back to Jing Mai Sang, a famous like the Pu-erh tea. And we will spend of night in the Jing Mai Sang. And the Jing Mai Sang we will also have a chance to learn and Pu-erh tea in the Jing Mai Sang, how are they processing and making and tea culture again, but different from the different minority. Most of them they are Thai and the Bulang people. So when in the Jing Mai Sang, not only tea, they have really beautiful like the sunset, especially they have really like the traditional and the village and really nice take photo. Also like the learn like the about many tea culture, because this like the Jing Mai Sang, it's especially a village. They keep nice traditional and tea culture, so we can have like the especially like the tea ceremony in the Jing Mai Sang. Also like the learn they see they are how are they making tea and how are they drinking tea in the past. For the day 4 in the morning we will spend the time and take photo and visit like the traditional and the Bulang village. We can also go for small hiking in like the tea mountain, Pa Island mountain, and visit really like the nice tea plantation, Da Ping Zhang, and to see the tea well is growing, and especially like the tea with like grow mixed with forest in the Da Ping Zhang, and to get the details about, we call it like the ancient tea plantation in the Da Ping Zhang. So in the morning we will spend the time in the like the tea plantation and to hiking and to visit to see the tea plantation, ancient tea plantation in the Jing Mai Sang. And the afternoon we will driving back to the Simao and the city, and have a chance. We will have a chance to drinking tea with William and enjoy like the tea ceremony and have how to say you can ask more question about detail about like the Pu-erh tea. On the day 5 we will have a chance to visit like the tea factory, and we can go to see how are they make like the fermented and to make like the Shu Pu-erh. And to really learn how are they processing the Pu-erh tea in the, especially like the tea factory in the Pu-erh. After like the visit like the tea factory in the small, and maybe we enjoy and learn tea and processing our tea, and so one way we can go back to the Jinghong of Siswampana. So I really looking for you and come visit and to have a tour in the tea mountain, and really hope I can meet you. Thank you.
So I've prepared a page on my website on which all the details are written down and on which you can book the trip. I hope many of you will be able to meet us here. See you later. Bye bye.